today, I went ahead and made this word art that says joy to the world. Going to be kind of hard to see because I have the screen small. Now I want to go ahead and cut that. So in my packet for my Gypsy, I received a cord that plugs into the USB in the back. I'm going to go ahead, now this plugs into the top of the Gypsy. I have my screen open here. I have loaded my mat with my paper, and I have looked carefully on the screen. If I zoom in, you won't be able to tell, but let me zoom in this way. I've looked very carefully to see where my paper needs to go because I'm not up here in this top corner. So that is always something you want to remember when you're working on this, because sometimes you get working over down here and you forget, and you want to look at that before you go ahead and cut. So I've hooked in here. Another thing about cutting with the Gypsy is this is just like Design Studio, you always still need to have a cartridge in here. The machine still requires that. So we're going to go ahead. I just loaded the mat into the corner. That blade should come over on its own, and I go ahead and I press this little X-Acto knife button. Okay, I pressed the cut button and I was prompted to a second screen where I can load or unload the mat. I can pause, stop, or continue cutting, and I can also select a multi-cut feature. That's what this is for. I'm going to go ahead. I've already loaded the mat myself, which you can still do using the machine commands, and I'm going to go ahead and hit cut. Now a new screen comes up which is prompting you, reminding you to check your blade depth and pressure. Remember, this will control the speed itself. And make sure your paper is loaded and ready to cut, of course. So I'm going to hit OK, and it's going to go ahead and cut. Now my cutting is done. I'm just going to go ahead and exit to get out of this screen and go back to my normal mat screen. And here's my final cut. So it did a splendid job cutting everything out, and I love that the multi-cut function is right there on that screen to remind you, because I can't tell you how many times in Design Studio I would forget. So there you have it, and this is Joy. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.